Young adults today face a puzzling decline in sexual activity despite digital connectivity.
All right, y'all know that young people are not having sex these days.
Mm-hmm.
They not.
Yeah.
You need to pipe up on this subject. No, I need you to talk about it. I want to know why. I've been teasing for years. I'm like, all of these young people I know, Dream just went down. Please come back up. Let me see. Are you coming back? Is you back? Okay. Now, y'all, I don't know how much y'all missed of what I just said, but I will say it again. Young people that I know today in their 20s and stuff, they don't have no girlfriend, no wife, nothing. They don't have nothing. But I'm trying to figure out, and then they don't have sex.
Yeah.
Now, I used to blame it on all these kids being raised in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, maybe it's because they grew up in isolation or something. Because y'all did. Mm-hmm. Y'all grew up in isolation. I always tell them about all of our escapades and stuff, you know, when I was growing up, from when I was like 5 and 6 years old all the way to 18. And this boy is 20, and when he hear my life, he be like, damn, you was doing all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you meet people, and, you know, that's how you end up forming relationships and finally having sex with a person, is by social engagement.
Yeah, that's true.
So I came across this video, y'all, that I want to play, and then we'll come back and talk some more about this, because co-executive producer is only 20, so I want to get his take on this. Y'all want to see something? Y'all listen to this.
3 men under 30 in the US reported no sex in the past year. That's triple the rate from 2008. Millennials and Gen Zs are having less sex than any generation since records began, despite more access to the dating apps we talked about.
Yeah.
In Japan, over 40% of...
He said the amount of millennials that don't have sex has tripled since 2008.
Yeah.
Tripled. That's crazy.
It is.
Because when I was growing up, everybody was
yeah.
in high school. I'm not even kidding. Everybody was walking around, you know, people was pregnant in high school. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah.
And there was even schools that were even known for being pregnancy schools. And people like, oh, you went to Thero. How many kids you got? You know, because we used to make a joke that everybody at Thero High School was pregnant. Because there was a lot of pregnant girls at that school. A lot.
Dang.
So y'all finish listening to this guy and this lady. She's going to chime in. And he was just talking about Japan. You know what? I'm not going to start it over. Let me just go back to this part right here. Oh, it's the beginning. Y'all listen to this one more time.
3 men under 30 in the US reported no sex in the past year. That's triple the...
Men in their 30s reported no sex in the last year. That's crazy.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Now, not to get super personal or whatever, but you know, we tease you about this a lot because you know you young or whatever, and it's not to slight you or whatever, but why do you think people your age are not having sex?
To be honest, well, maybe it could be a whole bunch of things. Like me personally, I'm just not really thinking about it. I don't know why in particular, but it's not like a check mark off my list. You know what I mean?
I don't think that you don't think about it. I don't believe that. Mm-hmm. Because I'm quite sure there's a lot of J-O-ing going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, there's a lot of that happening because porn is huge.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching it.
Yeah.
And I think it's mostly young men. Because y'all, I don't know if it's y'all afraid of, are y'all afraid of women? I don't know.
Nah, not really. No.
No?
No.
So where's the desire go? Like, you don't have, like, when you see a girl, you don't want to kiss her or grab her booty or nothing? Like, you don't look at a girl and be like, dang, she got a fat ass. I want to grab that.
I mean, I do, but it's just like a quick thought and then it goes away.
Wow. Like, you don't see a girl and be like undressing her with your eyes?
Not really.
No?
No.
See, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all finish listening to this, man. Let me get to his next point. We'll talk about that, too. Y'all finish watching. Let me see.
Rate from 2008. Millennials and Gen Zs are having less sex than any generation since records began.
Wow, y'all having less sex and since they've been tracking this of all times. Y'all generation is the one who has the least amount of sex. Y'all,
Despite more access to the dating apps we talked about.
yeah, and it says despite access to dating apps. Now, my generation, we use dating apps for a different reason. Okay, we use them when we want to just snatch something up real quick. You know what I'm saying? And do it and leave. Do y'all even use dating apps?
The dating apps, I mean, I personally went on one before, but I found them to be like not good. And plus, things like Tinder, it's like oversaturated with like subscriptions and stuff that no one wants to really deal with. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you want to get past the bullshit, you might want to pay.
Yeah, you're right.
Because the idea is that people who are paying are more serious.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're not paying and you down there with everybody else who's not paying, who think it's not none of y'all gonna be doing nothing but looking at each other.
Yeah.
You got to pay to get to that next level. Now, what dating apps do you use besides Tinder?
That was really,
Do you use any hookup sites?
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Child, mommy, when you was their age, she told us so don't ask. Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. Okay, y'all, let's finish watching this guy. Let's see what the lady gonna have to say when she come in. It's actually pretty compelling. Let's see.
Yeah.
In Japan, over 40% of young adults are virgins.
It said in Japan, over 40% of young adults are virgins. 40%.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Child, let me tell you something. Being a virgin was so rare when I was growing up. They made a movie about it called 40-Year-Old Virgin. It was one of the funniest movies of all time. You know, they made a movie about it. You can't make a movie about that now,
Right.
because they'll be like, "What's this? This is not even funny because this is my life." Because a lot of people can relate. But 40-Year-Old Virgin, the reason why it was so funny because a lot of people can't relate to that. They're like, a virgin at 40, like, what is that? You know, but now it's a thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish saying see what he's talking about.
And many say that they have no interest in sex. And lastly, married couples in the UK and the United States report a steady decline in sexual frequency since the early 2000s.
Yeah. I wrote about that in Mating in Captivity that came out in 2006. That's 20 years ago. Yes, because in order to have sex with a female partner, if that's the man you're talking about, you need to be able to approach her. And so social atrophy.
See, I get what she said. She said if you want to have sex with somebody, you got to be able to approach them. And that's true. How you going to have sex with somebody if you don't never approach them and say, hey, how you doing? You know, my name is so-and-so. Here's my phone number. Will you call me? Let's go eat. Let's go to the movies. You want to meet and have a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Or can we just go straight to your house and have sex? You know?
Yeah.
Like, you got to be intentional because a lot of times people slick meet each other these days. You know what I mean by slick, right? You know, you'll meet somebody. They'll come up to you out of nowhere and ask you some bogus shit like, hey, you look like you play football. You play football? And you like, no, I don't play football. But that's their stupid ass way of trying to get your number. See what I'm saying? Like, dumb shit. You know, like, you know, but people are still approaching people these days. But here's the thing. I think part of the reason why is because y'all young people don't have jobs.
Yeah.
Because after high school, your next exposure to people is your next job.
Yeah.
And that's usually where you find your first girlfriend, first boyfriend, or something like that. Oh, we used to work together at blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where you meet your first person at. You know? Me and my ex Marcus, we met at work. Lord have mercy. Me and that boy had a whirlwind relationship, child. He was so fun and everything. One day I was at work. I was at the soda machine, and I turned around, and he was just standing in front of me like this. I'm like, excuse me? He goes, I'm like, you know, moving to the side and everything. I seen him at work. He was a little weird looking thing or whatever. Then next thing you know, he did it again. Just standing right in front of me. He goes, I like you. I'm like, oh really? See, he was on that shit. Child, next thing you know, we was going down the street, twirling, kissing, hugging, and doing all of this shit. like we was in a movie or something.
Yeah.
A love movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but you haven't had no experiences like that, like with somebody that you met and it's just like instant chemistry or anything.
Not really, nah.
Have you ever kissed a girl?
It was like a little peck.
A peck.
Yeah.
A peck is what your mama give you.
Mm.
Have you ever tongue French kissed a girl?
No.
Oh my God. Do you know anything about? How intimate have you been with a female or any? I'm not judging a dude or a girl. How intimate have you been? First base, second base, third base, home run.
I don't know. I guess like first.
First base, first base first base is kissing. You said you ain't even did that.
Well,
so you ain't.
I guess zero.
Lord, he's still at home plate standing there with his bat. It's the third inning, the top of the third. You done struck out 3 times already, child. Listen, it's so prevalent these days that it's everywhere. Young people not having sex. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I don't know why they don't want to experience the experience of an orgasm, which is one of the best feelings you can ever have. This is why you are brought to this earth, is to procreate. Yeah. And part of that procreation is that God made orgasms feel so good that you want that feeling. It's something that you've never felt before. It's not like jerking off and ejaculating in your hand. It's not the same.
Right.
When you have a person there with a heartbeat and blood flowing through them and chemistry. I'm trying to talk to y'all young people right now so y'all can see something, okay? You see, because y'all have been so desensitized about sex because all y'all see is porn and all y'all see is this. Boom, boom, boom. That's all you see. That's not sex. That's porn.
Yeah.
Those people are acting.
Yeah.
They letting somebody do something to them that they would never do in real life. And a lot of these porn stars are married. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And when you think their husbands beat on them like that, like they do in the porn, I can let my wife do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me.
Like, no, I can't even imagine my spouse getting beat up by somebody else, y'all. But when you watch porn, that's not real. That's why you don't. That's why you're not really into it.
Yeah.
Because have you ever seen anybody have sex in real life?
No.
No. Let me tell you something, y'all young people, y'all millennials, and all y'all people out here, y'all Japanese people who's not having sex and all of that. Let me tell you something. You need to experience an orgasm with a person, not by yourself. Because when you by yourself, you're like, okay, that's over with. Where's napkin at? You know, that's not the same as when you with a person. And when you're done, you just want to lay with them and hold them and keep kissing them. And maybe go for round 2.
Yeah.
Eat some lunch. Eat a sandwich naked. Together.
Yeah.
Put your favorite movie on. Y'all need to learn this stuff, y'all. I don't know why y'all don't know this. You're missing out on one of the most important things about life is attempting to reproduce.
Yeah.
Now, y'all... If I wasn't LGBT plus, y'all, I have 10 baby mamas and about 15 kids running around this motherfucker.
Oh, but come on, cat.
Let's finish. Oh, wait. You took down my
man.
video. Never mind. I'm not mad about it. Let me just put it back up here. Hold up. So, y'all, let's finish watching this.
3 men
some
under
more.
30 in the US reported no.
Let me get to the lady part. What you talking about? Y'all need to have some intimacy and you need to learn how to approach somebody if you want to have sex. But I think part of the problem is with y'all that y'all don't even want to have sex. So the approaching person part don't even make sense to y'all because you don't even want to have sex.
I see what you mean.
Because they don't. He just got to telling you that he's not even interested at all in anything that has to do. I mean, like you to take your hand and cup somebody like this is something you need to experience with somebody who loves you.
Yeah.
Like y'all are missing out on the euphoric part of what goes on in your mind when you have sex. It's not just about sticking your thing in somebody and going, that's not what it's about. This is about connection.
Yeah.
And intimacy. And when you don't do it, your brain is missing out on certain dopamines and stuff that go on in your brain. Like, it's some things that it can, those feelings, those endorphins and stuff like that, they cure things in your body, like stress and all that kind of shit like that.
Yeah.
It cures that stuff. Endorphins, that's what they call it, right?
I think so.
Okay, let's see what else she got to say. Then I'm going to be done with this.
And you're talking about, you need to be able to approach her. And so social atrophy is directly connected to what is often called the sexual recession.
She said that social atrophy, which means that social weakening, the weakening of social society. And she's right, because I mentioned the same thing as being raised in a subdivision. That's what she's talking about when she says social atrophy. Like, when I was coming up, we was constantly around people. Constantly.
Yeah.
Y'all grew up around nobody. Because y'all in this stupid subdivision with no bike and no sidewalk. And no desire to go anywhere. Because especially where some of y'all grow up, there's no bus, no train, no nothing. So you are literally a slave to your parents. Like, if you want an ice cream, you can't just walk to the store and grab an ice cream. You got to wait for somebody to get home, harass them, and maybe they might take you to the store to get the ice cream. I think that kind of like lowered y'all's desire to do stuff because you always have to rely on somebody else. So y'all grew up like, you know what? I get it. If I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. Yeah, you watch a lot of movies because all you do is sit at home and watch movies. Hey, y'all, I see y'all up down here. We reached some, well, I know y'all gonna think I'm lame for saying this, but I think we have the most watches right now that we ever had. While the show is live anyway. Let's see what else she got to say. You know what? I kind of wish I didn't cut her off because I kind of like did record I wanted to record the whole thing, but I didn't because she's very interesting. Let me see what else I had to say.
I mean, in mating 20 years ago, I have an entire chapter where someone basically says to me, I'd rather have the security of an MBA than of a relationship.
I think a black woman told her that. That they rather have the comfort of an MBA than being in a relationship. You know what an MBA is?
What's that?
It's a master's degree.
Oh, yeah.
So, in other words, people are putting their degrees ahead of their happiness. And then, like she said, now you turn around and you're 40 years old, you just finally see somebody that you like, and you don't even know what to do with them. That you got two inexperienced 40-year-olds in the bed.
Yeah.
Child, that is not fun. Period. Imagine if I met an inexperienced 40-year-old and they wanted to have sex with me, I'd be like, look, I ain't got time for this. You ooch ouching me and shit. No. You know what an ooch ouch girl is?
Nah.
Somebody who lays there stiff as a board. As soon as you try to stick your thing in, she goes, ooh, ow, stop, wait, ooh. And she spent her whole time with her hand on your abdomen so you can't get a good pump in. Ooh. That's a 40-year-old inexperienced person. You don't want to see that. A woman with gray hair on her vagina that can't take dick. That's crazy. Lord. Oh, my God, y'all. Let me see. I think she about done. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, she done. But y'all.
You had comments.
Oh, I had some comments, y'all. Let me read these comments up down here. Let me put... Let me see what the comments are saying, y'all. Turn the crawl off. Let me see what the comments are saying. The comments are saying, let's see. The decline of society. We did this to ourselves, LOL. And I agree. We did do that to ourselves. And somebody talking about some, not over here. I know that's right. She ain't no millennial. You ain't no millennial, girl. You know you a goddamn Generation X. That's why you talking that shit, lady. It says this is what the internet technology has done to society. And not only that, but like I keep trying to tell y'all, it's these subdivision kids that grew up with nothing and nobody. And they can't even have a job because adults are taking their damn jobs. Remember I talked about that the other day with the $30 an hour minimum wage thing?
Yeah.
That's another reason why they like this. Because they can't even go to their job. I guess this might be the reason why a lot of these young people like older people too now, because now you go to your first job and you got Pop over there doing the fries. And he looking at you like, come here, girl. You know what? The lady, people want to know what her name is. I don't know what her name is. It says, yes, I tried online dating again, and the lack of stimulating conversation from men, it made me give up on it, sis. Now she's celibate. Now, see, you see what y'all doing to these people? The lack of, I have friends that, they say they go on dates and do all this kind of stuff like that. They say that even the Facebook dating thing is whack. You know what I'm saying? They like, child, I even tried Facebook dating. It's whack. It's lame. Nobody's on there. People don't know how to carry a conversation. They might say hello to you, and you say hello, and then they say, how you doing? And you say, how you doing? And then say, how you doing again? Next thing you know, y'all not talking no more. It's like people don't even know how to start off a conversation. It's like, y'all, Lord have mercy, y'all. I feel sorry for y'all. All right, bye, y'all. Let me see what's going on up there, y'all. All right, y'all. I think we'll be right back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be right back, y'all. Don't leave. This is my own commercial.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
Hold on. And we're back. Now, I just asked my mama that she want to get in on this conversation. She told me something. No, because she didn't want to have people talking about her.
That's right.
Now, what you saying? People don't know who you are. What they gonna be talking about
you? If you're sitting on that TV, people be talking about you.
And
if you look good enough, they're gonna take your picture.
Uh-oh.
You know all that.
I do, but you ain't on the camera though. You just sitting up over here.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you think about young people not having sex?
They have a sorry life.
And
They do. I mean, what they gonna do? They go to school, right?
They say young people under 30 are not having sex.
They mommy ain't never told nothing.
Mommy, you don't learn sex from your mama. I didn't learn sex from you. Actually, I didn't learn sex from neither one of my parents. I learned out there in the streets.
Oh, I did too. I did too.
You did too.
I think most young people learn out in the streets.
Yeah. Child, I went to the club one night, and this boy, let me tell you, this is when I found out my position in sex, y'all. This is how I found out. This boy, he was so cute in the club, right? He had his body was nice and everything. He looked nice, everything, whatnot. He's like, come outside to my car. I'm like, all right. So here I am following this motherfucker outside this car. I don't even know this person now, okay? I'm following him to his car. We get in the car, and then next thing you know, he started unbuckling his pants, and he want me to give him fellatio. Mm-hmm. So you know what? I'm inexperienced. I didn't know nothing. Mm-hmm. I mean nothing. So I go down there, and I'm all like, and I guess I wasn't doing it good. He was like, all right, you he just pushed me off. I was like, and that's when I was like, you know what? I'm not made for that because I have a super high gag reflex. Like I can't put nothing in my mouth. Like for real. Like I'm super impressed by people who can have that talent to do that. Like I'm super impressed by it. Mm-hmm. Like that's why I be like, that's my favorite thing to get done. I just be like, wow, I can't believe you just did that.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
I'm like, I can't believe you did that. Mm-hmm. I can't believe you did all of that right there, what you did easily. No hesitation. Oh, Lord, my mama sitting up here. She's so embarrassed. Y'all. You not embarrassed? Why are you not embarrassed?
Because it's part of what you do.
It's part of what you do?
That's right. Who you meet.
Huh?
Who you meet. You don't do it with everybody.
Well, when you're young and don't have no experience, I mean, It's not everybody, but it's kind of like the first person that you meet type thing.
Well, not if you have friends, because your friends going to be telling you stuff.
Well,
You want to know about it, so you want to go do it too.
Well, the first time I ever did anything like that, you know, I had friends around, but I snuck off like I was being grown. So I didn't tell nobody like, hey, so-and-so, I'm going to it, which is very dangerous. I should have told somebody, but I didn't.
Yeah.
The boy was super cute, child. He was. He had his own car and everything. My mom told us that's why the girls got in trouble, because the boys had a car. Or access to a car, we should say. Y'all, but guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for men's gossip. I should have had more information on that story, because you really wasn't helping out that much. Okay, you let me sitting over here repeating the same thing over and over. All right, y'all. I told you I didn't want to do this.
Oh, you said you didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all, tennis great. I don't care. Novak Djokovic's mentor died, y'all. I don't know why this is a story for us over here, black folk down here to the good and crazy news. I don't know why that's a story for me. Just because it's tennis?
It's Djokovic.
This ain't got nothing to do with him, though. He alright. He do nothing in this story. This ain't got nothing to do with him. Period. He's like, why am I in it? Bye, y'all. Y'all, it's time for Black History, y'all. Y'all know I made up a new thing. This is Black History, the gangster looking guy. Let me see. Let me see. Where is Black History at? I know that Black History. That.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all know I don't have no real sound effects and stuff made up, y'all. I gotta just go with what I got.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942, 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you, just waiting. Instead of spending all alone. Been waiting for you to walk through the door. Rockin' designer, Gucci attire with the Louboutin heels. Little shawty dressed up, she style.